All right, so welcome back to another video. There's a lot going. I work right by the window, and I happen to look outside, seeing a large man spit, which I kind of wish I hadn't seen. But anyways, no camera. It's as simple as plugging it in with a cable, but I misplaced the cable. So once I find that, I'll probably have the camera on for this series, because I know how much people want to see me suffer learning about the mathematics of machine learning. So this is the series I said I would do next. So let's start on this. So last video, basically, I just bookmarked the foreword and didn't read it yet. So let's dive right into reading the foreword. Machine learning is the latest in a long line of attempts to distill human knowledge and reasoning into a form that is suitable for constructing machines and engineering automated systems. As machine learning becomes more ubiquitous and its software packages become easier to use, it is natural and desirable that the low-level technical details are abstracted away and hidden from the practitioner. However, this brings with it the danger that a practitioner becomes unaware of the design decisions and hence the limits of machine learning algorithms. The enthusiastic practitioner who is interested to learn more about the magic behind successful machine learning algorithms certainly faces a daunting set of prerequisite knowledge. And that's a big reason why I'm reading this book. Like I want that prerequisite knowledge. So the first piece of prerequisite knowledge you need to understand this book is programming languages and data analysis tools. The second one is large-scale computation and associated frameworks. And the third one is mathematics and statistics and how machine learning builds on it. So all sound very timely and relevant. At universities, introductory courses on machine learning tend to spend early parts of the course covering some of those prerequisites. For historical reasons, courses in machine learning tend to be taught in the computer science department, where students are often trained in the first two areas of knowledge, but not so much in mathematics and statistics. Current machine learning textbooks primarily focus on machine learning algorithms and methodologies and assume that the reader is competent in mathematics and statistics. Therefore, these books only spend one or two chapters on background mathematics, either at the beginning of the book or as appendices. We have found many people who want to delve into the foundations of basic machine learning methods who struggle with the mathematical knowledge required to read a machine learning textbook. Having taught undergraduate and graduate courses at universities, we find that the gap between high school mathematics and the mathematics level required to read a standard machine learning textbook is too big for many people, and I would be lucky if I were still at a high school mathematics competency level. This book brings the mathematical foundations of basic machine learning concepts to the fore and collects the information in a single place so that this skills gap is narrowed or even closed. Wow, okay, that sounds good to me. I'll take it. So this was published in about 4 years ago, 2022. A lot has changed since then, but yeah, I like this. So cool. This actually turned out. I was worried this would be just like, you know, the opposite of what they're saying. Why another book on machine learning? Machine learning builds upon the language of mathematics to express concepts that seem intuitively obvious, but are surprisingly difficult to formalize. Once formalized properly, we can gain insights into the task we want to solve. One common complaint of students of mathematics around the globe is that the topics covered seem to have little relevance to practical problems. We believe that machine learning is an obvious and direct motivation for people to learn mathematics. Wow, this could not be. This is like the best. Wow. Okay, I'm impressed at like how much this book is like. How much like I want to continue reading this book. So let's read the quote. Math is linked in the popular mind with phobia and anxiety, you'd think we're discussing spiders. The book is intended to be a guidebook to the vast mathematical literature that forms the foundations of modern machine learning. We motivate the need for mathematical concepts by directly pointing out their usefulness in the context of mathematical machine learning problems. In the interest of keeping the book short, which 400 pages, I guess they suggest that. Oh, yeah, 400 pages is a pretty average book length, especially a textbook. Okay, good job, authors. Many details and more advanced concepts have been left out. Equipped with the basic concepts presented here and how they fit into the larger context of machine learning, the reader can find numerous resources for further study, which we provide at the end of the respective chapters. For readers with a mathematical background, this book provides a brief but precisely stated glimpse of machine learning. In contrast to other books that focus on methods and models of machine learning. So these are probably these are probably good ones to these are probably good ones to be aware of, because these are probably the traditional ones that would show up in a classroom. But let's move on. So, or programmatic aspects of machine learning. So here's some more textbooks you might see in a machine learning curriculum. We provide only 4 representative examples of machine learning algorithms. Instead, we focus on the mathematical concepts behind the models themselves. We hope that readers will be able to gain a deeper understanding of the basic questions in machine learning and connect practical questions arising from the use of machine learning with fundamental choices in the mathematical model. We do not aim to write a classical machine learning book. Instead, our intention is to provide the mathematical background applied to 4 central machine learning problems to make it easier to read other machine learning textbooks. Wow, this, oh my God. So if anyone's curious, I think this is a good time to, I found out about this book on Reddit. So Reddit, oh shoot, I forget exactly what the post was, but Reddit, mathematics, yeah. This is the post right here. So r/machine learning. If you're interested in this, join. I do recommend curating your Reddit. Now Reddit is different than probably how it used to be. I'm seeing baseball now. I'm not involved in this community. I'm not interested in baseball. And not only that, it's I don't want to see this, right? So you can join them and you can try your best to not have your attention hijacked and fed to advertisers. You can see this too. I'm not joined to this, and they're showing me a very beautiful young lady because they want to rob my attention, right? So be careful with Reddit, as I've said with other platforms, but I just want to be clear that this is how I found the book, was from a Reddit comment. Posted right here. So this is so it can be useful is what I'm saying, even though the internet is trying to get you to do something else continuously. All right, so speaking of which, let's get back to the book. So who is the target audience? As applications of machine learning become widespread in society, we believe that everybody should have some understanding of its underlying principles. This book is written in an academic mathematical style, which enables us to be precise about the concepts behind machine learning. We encourage readers unfamiliar with this seemingly terse style to persevere and to keep the goals of each topic in mind. Sound check. Okay, good. We sprinkle comments and remarks throughout the text in hope that it provides useful guidance with respect to the big picture. And I don't want to have let me do a more thorough sound check. So that's the output. Okay, that's the input. Good. The book assumes the reader to have mathematical knowledge commonly what? Oh, wait, what? Oh, I have to commonly covered in high school mathematics and physics. I probably have that to a decent level, and anything I'm gapping, I probably it would probably be good to go and brush up on. So that's good. For example, the reader should have seen derivatives and integrals before. I have. And geometric vectors in 2 or 3 dimensions. I think I have. Starting from there, we generalize these concepts. Therefore, the target audience of the book includes undergraduate university students, evening learners, and learners participating in online machine learning courses. And I will say, if you're way beyond the level of this book, let me point out those other books again. So we've got for readers with a mathematical background. There are other books that focus on methods and models of machine learning. So there's many of them. There's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 books listed here, and they focus on the methods and models. So and then the programmatic aspects. 1, 2, 3. There's 3 books there. So they focus so this book will focus on mathematical concepts behind the models themselves. So if you're looking for a focus on the methods and models, there's 8 books to choose from. If you're looking for a focus on the programmatic aspects, then there's 4 books to choose from. But if you are interested in the math, I'd say even if you're advanced at math, this probably is the right book. But the target audience doesn't have to be a math PhD. If you did advanced math in high school, you'll be more than fine. And if you're like me and you're a little bit worried about your level of math, you live in the age of AI. So just have the AI teach you the math. Do some stuff on like Khan Academy. Khan Academy is great. It has high school mathematics and physics and even college level. So I think this is the right book for this book has a very wide scope, so it should be good for just about everyone. For example, so I read that already. In analogy to music, there are 3 types of interaction that people have with machine learning: the astute listener, the democratization, right? I think that's how you pronounce that. Democratization. No, it's democratization. It's not democratization. It's democratization. And I'll prove it.
Democratization.
Oh my God, I'm sorry. I blew people's ears out. I blew my own ears out. But yeah, I had it right. It's democratization. The democratization of machine learning by the provision of open source software. Is that right? By the provision of open source software, or does there need to be an ing? Online tutorials and cloud-based tools allow users to not worry about the specifics of pipelines. Users can focus on extracting insights from data using off-the-shelf tools. This enables non-tech savvy domain experts to benefit from machine learning. This is similar to listening to music. The user is able to choose and discern between different types of machine learning and benefits from it. More experienced users are like music critics, asking important questions about the application of machine learning in society, such as ethics, fairness, and privacy of the individual. We hope that this book provides a foundation for thinking about the certification and risk management of machine learning systems and allows them to use their domain expertise to build better machine learning systems. Okay, so that's the astute listener, to make an analogy to music, and then it goes up from there. Then it's the experienced artist, then it's the fledgling composer, and yeah, I kind of I wish they had a category for the tone deaf person trying to hum off, but having it be very off key and unrecognizable, even though they're trying to hum something like Happy Birthday. That would probably describe me in this context. All right, so the next one is experienced artist. Skilled practitioners of machine learning can plug and play different tools and libraries into an analysis pipeline. The stereotypical practitioner would be a data scientist or engineer who understands machine learning interfaces. I do not. And their use cases, and is able to perform wonderful feats of prediction from data. I might be able to qualify as an astute listener, especially after reading this book. I mean, I did read another book on this channel, so you know what? I'm going to identify as an astute listener. So I'm a critic. This book sucks. All right, so let's see here. So the stereotypical practitioner would be a data scientist or engineer. This is the experienced artist who understands machine learning interfaces and their use cases and is able to perform wonderful feats of prediction from data. This is similar to a virtuoso playing music, where highly skilled practitioners can bring existing instruments to life and bring enjoyment to their audience. Using the mathematics presented here as a primer, practitioners would be able to understand the benefits and limits of their favorite method and to extend and generalize existing machine learning frameworks. We hope that this book provides the impetus for more rigorous and principled development of machine learning models. Fledgling composer. As machine learning is applied to new domains, developers of machine learning need to develop new methods and extend existing algorithms. They are often researchers who need to understand the mathematical basis of machine learning and uncover relationships between different tasks. This is similar to composers of music who, within the rules and structure of musical theory, create new and amazing pieces. We hope this book provides a high-level overview of other technical books for people who want to become composers of machine learning. So that maybe this might apply to me. This is more applies to me than the astute listener. Huh. I don't know. I'm not a researcher. There's a great need, well, yeah, unless someone pays me to do so. There is a great need in society for new researchers. Hey, sounds like they got a lead for me, who are able to propose and explore novel approaches for attacking the many challenges of learning from data. There you go. I'll be in. I'm in. I gotta hustle. All right, so the acknowledgements. I'll read those because it looks like they have some links there, so those might be useful to see. We are grateful to many people who looked at early drafts of the book and suffered through painful expositions of concepts. We tried to implement their ideas, but we did not vehemently disagree with. We would like to especially acknowledge Chris Fried Weber's. Now, this is something I encourage people to do. Let's go to LinkedIn and let's search for this person and follow them on LinkedIn. Okay, and you got to make sure you get the right person. Yeah, this is probably the right person. Yeah, this is the right person, so I'm going to follow this person. And then let's do that let's keep going and do that as well. And we should do that for the authors as well. So Forrest careful reading of many parts of the book, they acknowledge him and his detailed suggestions on structure and presentation. Many friends and colleagues have also been kind enough to provide their time and energy on different versions of each chapter. We have been lucky to benefit from the generosity of online communities who have suggested improvements via github.com, no, it just takes me to github.com. I thought it was a repo for the book, which greatly improved the book. The following people have found bugs, proposed clarifications, and suggested relevant literature either via GitHub or personal communication. Their names are sorted alphabetically. So there we go. If we follow all these people on LinkedIn, what do you think is going to happen? We're going to get tapped into the AI industry, right? So let's do that. All right, so we'll start with, I wish I could, LinkedIn has pretty strict bot policies, so I'm sure there's a way to, let me just start by getting all the names. Okay, and then these are GitHub, oh shoot, those are GitHub contributors. So copy pasting in Kindle is kind of odd. You have to highlight. There you go. So you start by highlighting. And you can't scroll. If you scroll, then it all goes away. So the way you copy and paste is you have to get everything in one highlight. There you go. So I'm going to highlight everything. And now you let go of the mouse. Don't do anything else. Now this menu pops up automatically, and you hit copy. All right, so let's put these names in here, and let's put my... Now, I made a video on home office. I said I'd make one for working outside. I hope to make that soon. I did make a video on a Warmier keyboard. There's a channel, Hippiotech, that like spams you like crazy, getting you to buy a keyboard, and it got me. I was really happy with my purchase, to be honest, but it broke like in a few months. So, that's that, right? Like I loved typing on it, and that was like my worst fear too. Is like I would love it, and then it would just break. that was honestly like my worst fear. So you know what, let's do this the smart way. So we're gonna take a screenshot of that. We're gonna go to ChatGPT, and then we're gonna say for each name on this list in the screenshot, print write the name, and if possible include a full link, not a hyperlink, to their LinkedIn page. There we go. We live in the future. But the future takes a long time. So let's return back to the present, and let's make some progress in the reading while that's going on. So we are also very grateful to Parmeswaran Rahman, and the many anonymous reviewers organized by Cambridge University Press, who read one or more chapters of earlier versions of the manuscript and provided the constructive criticism that led to considerable improvements. And this person is undoubtedly very grateful for at no point being referred to as Parmesan. A special mention goes to Dinesh Singh Nagi, our LaTeX support, for detailed and prompt advice about LaTeX-related issues. Last but not least, we are very grateful to our editor, Lauren Cowles, who has been patiently guiding us through the gestation process of this book. And that's important to know. I'm sure people who you know, if you're a high school student watching this or whatever, you might not know what LaTeX is. LaTeX is basically it's like a language, but it's a font basically, but it's a font for mathematics. Okay, yeah. Start with the smaller. Okay, we are not in the future. Never mind. We are in the past. I mean, we are literally in the past. Let's use. Oh, damn it. Let's use it with Canvas. Try again. Do the full list, please. Why? No, I want you to do it. It's okay if it takes time. If you can't find results for a name, then skip that name and move to the next one. And I'd rather have it like that too, because like if they're not active on social media, like I don't want to follow them. They're not going to do anything, right? Why are I'm still running into issues consistently retrieving. Well, don't do it consistently. It's okay if it's not consistent. If your attempt fails, moves on. Oh shoot! I got a call. Hold on a second. Shoot! I